What's up, everybody? I'm Lockouts, and in this video, we're going to do an unboxing and review of the Logitech G305 Lightspeed Hero. Check this out.
Won't you do a favor for me? Take your mouse and click the button. Won't you subscribe to me? Lockouts providing the content that you see. I'm visually stimulating your mind 1 minute at a time.
Let's see what's in the box. So this thing is actually super lightweight, and it does require a AA battery, which is something that I'm going to throw into it, and we're going to weigh it with the without the battery and with the battery, so we can get the overall weight for what this actually is. And the G Pro that came out is about, I think, 71 or 77 grams or something like that. So this is actually the size of the mouse right here. You have two side buttons that are on it. Very tactile feeling, left and right click, mechanical switches that are on the side, mechanical switch for a center D press. It has little brakes that's in it, so you got little clicking mechanisms to scroll one line at a time or multiple lines. Feels very good on the scroll wheel. Again, the left and right click is very tactile feeling, and the mouse is super lightweight, super light. It feels super light. Now the rest of it that's in the box here, let's see what's in here. You have your G305 how-to manual, throw your battery in it, that kind of stuff. It says that it wants you to keep the mouse within 20 centimeters of the dongle or 2 meters of your Bluetooth or Wi-Fi connection for that's on your actual computer. And this is also going to require Logitech G Hub, so you can set it up and do your key bindings and that kind of stuff. Another warranty guide that's in there, and then in here we have, there's a cable that's down here in the bottom of it. This is going to be the dongle. So on this side of the computer right here, you will plug your USB, obviously, and then you're going to plug this side of the dongle with the USB adapter that is actually inside of the mouse, and then you could extend this over, and you'll want to keep this within, you know, probably about this far of the mouse as you're using it and moving it around on your mouse pad. That way you get real good wireless reception. And now going on from here, we'll go ahead and open up the mouse. And inside of the mouse, this is what it looks like inside. And then right here, as you can see, it's inside of the mouse right there. This is the USB adapter, so you'll pull this out of here. There's the little USB adapter right there, and then that's the little storage compartment that you would store this in right here inside of your mouse. So your battery goes in it like this. Bada boom, bada bing. Turn it on, you turn it off. There is no RGB or anything that's on this mouse. It's just lightweight. Now with the battery in it, the battery weighs almost as much as what the mouse weighs actually. This is your USB dongle. This will plug right here into the USB dongle like this. So now the dongle actually is about probably about a 5-foot cord, 4-foot cord, something like that. You can see right here, it's a pretty good distance, and this will go connect into your computer unless you have USB pass-through that is in your keyboard, that you could just take this little, you don't have to use the dongle then, you could just put this into your little USB pass-through that's in your keyboard. And as long as you have your mouse, you know, pretty close right here, it will connect, and you won't have any type of latency issues or anything like that. So now let's throw this on the scale and see exactly how much this little mouse weighs. So as the mouse sits right here, it is 73.31 grams. Not too bad. A AA battery that we're going to throw in it, and this is a cheap one, it's not even a Duracell. This one here weighs 22.41 grams. So this is actually a third of what the mouse weighs. Now together, take the mouse, put the battery in there. Throw it there, she's on. And our total weight with the battery is 95.72 grams. So it's actually about 5 grams, 4.3 grams under 100. So your inertia for your start and stop on this mouse is going to be very good. Now, it's not the lightest mouse in the world, especially since it does have a AA battery in it, but using a cheaper lower end battery will lower the weight of the actual AA battery, because Energizer and Duracell and those things those actually weigh a little bit more than lower end batteries. So, you know, if you wanted to change out your batteries more often and you were specifically worried about only a couple of grams, then you could go with, you know, a cheaper battery like this. But this is just a battery I had laying around. And with a Westinghouse battery in this mouse, again, it's 95.72. For strictly the mouse feel, the skates that are on the bottom, there are 4 little skates that actually will make contact with whatever surface that you have. So if you have a hard mouse pad, so if you don't have a hard gaming mouse pad and you're using like a cloth mouse pad like this is the Thermaltake TT Esports. It's a 48-inch mouse pad. This one is right here, and it's cloth, but it works great for all mice. It doesn't really matter. And this, it feels very nice moving around. You can see my hand completely engulfs it. So depending on how you actually hold your mouse, you know, if you're like this, me, when I use a mouse that's this kind of light, I kind of have my pinky that's extended right here. So there's my hand, there's the mouse. My hand just completely, it just fits right there in it. There's almost nothing to it. It's pretty tiny. And the side buttons are very accessible. So you're going to end up using this part of your thumb right here to click the bottom one, and you know, your top part of your thumb right there to click this button. So how does it feel? It's comfortable, you know, it's lightweight. So you got very good start and stop. You really are just throwing around, you know, 95 grams. It's not a whole lot of weight versus this, you know, like the Corsair Scimitar, which is my MMO mouse right here. This one here is, you know, definitely not something. It's wired to start with. So, and you also have 12 different side buttons. It's on this Corsair mouse right here. And it is extremely, you know, a lot more big compared to the Logitech G305. So this mouse right here is strictly for shooters. I bought this mouse for like Apex Legends, Call of Duty, Fortnite, that kind of stuff right there. This mouse right here is going to be great for, you know, start and stops as you're moving your hand and you're trying to hit a flick shot or whatever. The inertia to start and stop this mouse until you actually grab a mouse that is about 30 or 40 grams lighter and then you take it into a shooter, you'll realize how much you were overshooting with like a mouse like this. If I play with this mouse in Apex Legends versus this mouse right here, I end up overshooting my target a little bit just because it has a start and a stop that takes more muscle to move the mouse because it weighs more. So it takes more effort in your arm and your hand to start and stop this mouse versus this mouse right here. That's why shooter mice, you know, there's a point where too light is just too light, and then, you know, too heavy is too heavy. Me, where I build stuff for a living, having a battery actually in this mouse, it doesn't feel very bad, and it feels like I am throwing a mouse around. Now, it is a little bit more heavy here into the back end of the mouse versus the front side of the mouse. But again, you know, this is for the price. I think I paid about $40 for this at Best Buy. It was on sale, and you know, it's less than 100 grams. It takes a AA battery, and it takes about 250 hours of continuous play time before you probably have to start replacing the battery. Me, I probably would replace it way longer before that, because, you know, you want to have, the better the battery, the quality is, the better the connection is going to be between the dongle and your actual mouse, and the farther that it's going to work away from it, and the more consistently. So having a fully charged AA battery. Now, again, you're not going to be able to charge this. This is adding weight because this is not a rechargeable mouse, but in the end, it is just a AA battery. It's only $40, and this is probably, for $40, the best price comparison for wireless mouse that you could probably get right now for a $40 mouse. It's in Canada. And this actually has a hero sensor that's in it, and it goes up to 12,000 DPI. Nobody actually will play at 12,000 DPI. Most professionals set their mice between 400 and about 1,200 DPI. Probably 90% of them play at either 800 or 400. To give you an instance, Shroud himself plays at about 450 DPI with his mouse setting in Apex Legends. And it says right here, it lasts for up to about 250 hours. Again, I would never ever push this mouse that far, and it is, you know, Lightspeed capable. So that's what it says right there on the box. You could read it yourself. So what do I think at the end of the day? You know, this is it's a cheap mouse, but it's probably the best mouse because of the hero sensor. It weighs under 100 grams. You know, it's got a very, very low inertia effect, which is your start and stop of the mouse. It's very comfortable. It's made by Logitech, so you know it's following all of Logitech's designs that are in the back end, so it fits very nicely. It's in the palm of your hand, or if you are a claw grip guy or whatever. The only quarrel that I'll have about this, or the negative thing that I'll say, is just because of the amount of narrowness that it is. If it was me, I would prefer probably the G Pro over this, and you know that's a lot more expensive of a mouse, or probably even like the G700 series, something like that. Those mice are a little bit more expensive when it comes to this, or a little bit larger when it comes to this, but again, those have the same sensors, and those are just a little bit larger of a mouse, and they're gonna weigh more than what this is. So again, this is gonna be weight quality, 40-50 bucks for this mouse, depending on where you guys live. I think I paid $39 for it at Best Buy here in Canada. If you live in the United States, you do the conversion, it's going to be even cheaper for you, depending on where you find it, where you're going to get it at. Is it on sale? Is it not on sale? And again, it comes with a wireless dongle. Logitech, it's got the Logitech G Hub and everything that's inside of that. This video is not sponsored by Logitech or anything like that. I just picked this mouse up specifically because I wanted a lighter mouse for Apex Legends, Call of Duty, all the other shooters and stuff that I play. So if this has helped you guys out to make a decision if you guys are going to pick this up, sure, for the price point, I think that's great. I've been playing with it now for the last couple of days, and I think that this is a wonderful, wonderful mouse for the price. And if you wanted to go a lot more expensive, sure, you absolutely could do that. But if you have $40-50, you wanted to throw out a mouse and see if it was for you, this actually is something that I would recommend, is the Logitech G305. If you wanted to go up from here to 700 series, is probably somewhere that I would go from there. Anything with the Lightspeed Hero sensor like that, they have very good sensors. I have never had a problem with any of the mice that I've had, and that's from the Pro to Spectrum, the 700 series, the 500 series, and now into the 305. So if this has helped you guys out, do all the stuff to help me out, smash all the little buttons, like, follow, subscribe. I'm Lockout. Peace. The mouse, dude. It works. It's wireless.
Won't you do a favor for me? Take your mouse and click the button. Won't you subscribe to me? Lockouts providing the content that you see. I'm visually stimulating your mind 1 minute at a time.